Sharon H here, and by request today I'm going to be talking about how to deal with hate and negative comment. Just remember, everything in this video is coming from my own perspective and viewpoint. Take what advice you want and let the rest slide right off of you like Teflon. Okay, so if you have any type of platform, especially the likes of YouTube, where people can watch and hold accounts anonymously, odds are you're going to get the odd keyboard warrior puff out their chest and spit some toxic venom in your comment section, yeah? Especially if you are unafraid to speak up on topics, appear confident or even vulnerable. The more you rise up the platform and shine in your own right, the more these vultures will hunt you as their prey. First thing we must do is differentiate between an opposing opinion and a hater. Some people may actually mean no harm. They just may not be very articulate with their wording and maybe just trying to voice a difference of opinion. People are not always going to agree with us. People are not always going to see things from our perspective, and that's okay. In saying that, we also do not have to agree with them, and that's perfectly okay too. In this situation, thank them for their opinion. Ask yourself if you can benefit from it. If not, shelve it in the back of your mind and move on. But what if this person gets personal with their comment, whether crudely or downright insulting to you as a person? Me personally, you come to my house being rude to me, I'm going to show your ass the door. Come to my channel being rude, and the same well applies. I won't humour you with a response. You'll be removed, no bones about it. It is one thing to have a difference of opinion, but a whole other to be a rude, insulting asshole. More times than not, these kind of comments will come from an anonymous profile. Definitely one that you cannot identify the person behind the vitriol. So why do they do it? Because they can, and they think they can do it minus consequence. In real life, they'd probably never have the balls to walk up to someone and tell them they think they're ugly or stupid. Because one, they'd fear everyone knowing they're a rude, and two, they'd fear getting their ears boxed. If you were getting haters, it's a sure sign you were standing up for what you believe in or moving up in this world. Pros always peck at things that shine. One thing is for certain, this is absolutely nothing about you and everything about them. These mung beans are lashing out to make you seem lesser so they can seem more. Their very being depends on it. They need to belittle others to big up themselves. They do it under the cloak of darkness because they'd never have the courage to stand for anything if under a spotlight, and they know it. I mean, it's gotta be easy to call someone else ugly if you're hiding your own identity, yeah? And it's easy to call someone else stupid while standing behind nothing real they've ever done. Those offering up constructive criticism won't ever get personal. Whilst you may not have asked for their opinion, and yes, it may seem annoying, it's so important not to misconstrue that for hate. You never know, maybe it's something you can learn from. If not, let it go. Often when someone fires hate in your direction, it's because they see something in you they know does not exist in themselves. You may be beautiful and they don't see themselves as such, so they call you ugly. They may see you as confident in your own skin, which they themselves are not. So they try to take away from your confidence by attacking you. They may see you as an authority and certain of what you speak, a confidence they themselves could only hope for. So what do? They ridicule your intelligence, call you stupid, unknowledgeable, or a fool because they themselves feel foolish. Anyone of any real intelligence will never openly call someone else stupid for trying. They see you shining and giving your all when they've stood for nothing, done absolutely all. So watching you triggers a rage within them. Shame, self-loathing, and envy seeps from them into words on your screen. These people can't control their own inner demons, so they're trying to project them onto you. Sometimes these people know you, and sometimes they're complete strangers. But one thing is for certain, they fear the greatness in you they feel is devoid in them. When people offer constructive criticism, it sometimes forces us to think differently, and we can learn something. We can learn something by really seeing the hate comments for what they are too. Learning to not take things personally isn't easy, but it's imperative to not losing sleep over the cruel outbursts of others. Every single person that deals with us reflects a mirror image of themselves. Sometimes when we have limiting beliefs about ourselves, we can take things very personally. I was mocked my whole life for being the stereotypical blonde. I've told you many times that I was once told by a loved one that I did not have the vocabulary to write a book. I also received a brain injury quite some years ago, so my learning mechanism is quite different to most. For many years, I did consider myself stupid because it was all but programmed into me. Others often only take one look at me, and yes, I fit the bill of the stereotypical busty dumb blonde. So they see me as an easy target. I've been told I'm stupid, ugly, plastic surgery gone wrong, yada yada. Let me tell you, I couldn't afford plastic surgery even if I thought I needed it. And I'm too old to give a shit what anyone else thinks of my exterior. And as for stupid, according to who? Some chump attacking me from the shadows. You know what? Fuck that misconception. I've fought long and hard for my place in this world and on this platform and proven myself. I now know one thing I am not is stupid, and more fool anyone insinuating I am. That's their insecurity talking. I won't allow it be mine. And I guess we are all ugly to someone, but it doesn't make it right. If you are on this platform or any platform, showing up and putting in the work, stepping up to the mic, so to speak. Don't let any fucker lurk in the shadows throwing stones at you in a bid to make your voice shake, in a bid to make you second guess your looks, your intelligence, your anything. You never have to fight for your worth. You never have to try and prove these faceless clowns wrong, ever. Stay in your lane, stay focused, and don't let them steer you any other way. Don't give them 1 second of your energy. Don't respond. And I mean never feed the troll. They need your reaction. Feel that power surge through their veins. To get their thrills, whatever it may be. To get their jolly, let them go hungry. You don't deserve their attacks, and they most definitely do not deserve your response. Of course you are only human, and seeing awful comments can make you feel unsafe or unworthy. But please understand, that is exactly what these vultures crave. They need to make others feel unworthy so they themselves can feel worthy. If you change who you are or water yourself down because you were too much for some people, you are effectively people-pleasing people, not worthy of any attention from you whatsoever. Fuck that. If you were too much for them, let them go watch someone less. Just because your light has triggered the darkness in them does not mean you let them blow out your candle too. If they are too afraid to level up themselves, they will try to piss on the parade of all those that do. Nobody ever has a right to tear you down. Low vibe comments have to go, as do those profusely bleeding hate. Don't let your emotions take over. Of course it's tempting to tell them to
suck a fat one,
but that's feeding them exactly what they want. Emotion reaction. If these comments have upset you, don't work on bettering yourself to please them. You'll never please these kind of grubs. Work towards improving your own self-worth, because even if these gronks believe anything they've written about you to be true, that's coming from their own mucked up thought process and got sweet FA to do with you. If they see you in a power position or believe you to have the upper hand, they'll need to discredit you in some way, in the hopes they'll knock you from your pedestal, and others will see you as lesser too. Human beings can be very jealous and aggressive by nature, and if they see another succeeding where they couldn't or believe they could not, they will try to diminish you and your success. Only you can make yourself feel less by taking to heart anything these miserable sods have to say. Never surrender to them. Starve them of your energy. They are not worth a single moment's thought. Those that hide in the darkness can do no harm if you refuse them to dim your shine. No one can get under your skin if the toxic bullshit is shut down and fucking well declined. If you found value in this video and you'd like to, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for being here. Stay awesome. Now go get what's yours. Break out of your